Hey, Jesse, did you prepare your performance?
Teacher,
Hey, Jesse, did you prepare your performance? Did you prepare your homework?
uh, teacher, I don't stay in the second
Oh, yeah.
second meeting.
Okay, I got it. I didn't remember that. Yeah. Well, Jesse, so you're gonna have your performance the next week. Okay. So the next week you're gonna be first. Okay. So what you have to do, the homework was about the exercise number 11 and 12 in this page. Okay, in this page we are seeing on the screen.
Uh, Page number 76.
I guess yes. I guess. Yeah, 76 exactly. So in this page, exercise number 11 and 12, you have some things. These ones are about, oh, sorry. These ones are about a city or a country. So what you have to do, Alejandro, don't forget you have to present, you have to perform your homework about a city, you know. So this, you have to choose a country and then you have to answer all these questions, okay? You have to answer all these questions, all of these,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to make a paragraph about this country. And an example of this paragraph is located here, no, in number 12. Okay, in 12 you have an example of that paragraph, and you have inside the paragraph you have to answer all the questions. You don't have to write the questions and then answer. You have to write all the questions in just one paragraph. Okay, for example, Brooks is located in the northwest of Belgium. Okay, so here we are answering these questions. So location, done. And it has a population of about 120,000 people. Then it's known for its canals and medieval buildings. In 2000, it was declared a World Heritage City by UNESCO. Brooks is also a good place to buy Belgian chocolate. It's sold, etc., etc. So you can see here in this example that we are answering the location.
Mm-hmm.
The traditional dishes are eaten there. Well, in this case, this brogus, the traditional food, could be the chocolate here, you know, the chocolate. We are talking about the location, okay? And obviously this one is uncompleted, okay? So you have to complete your paragraph with your city, with your country, with all these questions, talking about the traditional dishes, what languages are spoken there, what currency is used, what famous tourist attraction is found there, and what souvenirs are found there. Okay, so you have many questions to explain about your country. You can choose Ecuador or from Latin America, from North America. You can choose a country from Europe, from other parts of the world. It's up to you. Okay, got it?
Teacher,
Tell me.
I can do the homework in oral in this moment.
If you have a country, yes, you can do it.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
The idea of this
okay.
is to prepare. You can prepare in a week your paragraph. Then you prepare yourself for the oral because actually the homework is the performance is oral. You know, you have to perform your thing, your homework in oral way. You have to
Oral
say
way.
what is this country and all these aspects. Got it?
Okay. Uh, I choose the other. For example, I choose the ASEAN, another country on my country.
Whatever you want.
Hmm. Um. Um. I. Wait a minute.
Okay, think about it. Think about it. Think about everything. Think about everything, and we could do it after a couple of minutes when you get everything clear. Okay? So, Alejandro. Alejandro?
Yes,
Hey, Alejandro. Good afternoon. How are you?
I am fine.
Cool. Perfect. Are you prepared?
Mm,
Are you prepared? You're ready? Are you ready? Alejandro,
yes,
are you ready?
yes.
Okay. So please, we are listening to you. Please.
Uh,
Alejandro? Alejandro has some troubles in connection. So have to check. Alejandro?
yes,
Okay. You're ready? Are you ready?
yes.
Okay. So please do it. Please present your homework answering all these questions.
Mm, uh, Teacher,
Tell me.
I didn't do homework.
You didn't do the homework? Why
Mm,
not?
Do the homework in orally way.
Yeah, you have to do it in another way. Okay, Alejandro, you
yeah,
have to do it for the next week. Okay,
yes.
next week. You have to be prepared for all the exposition, this performance. It's not a kidding, okay? It's your homework. So please do it. So I'm gonna make an example, okay? I'm gonna make an example. The example could be this. Um, I choose the country of Ecuador, for example. Ecuador is located in South America, between the countries of Colombia and Peru. Uh, it has another limit, another limit by the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. Some of the traditional dishes that are eaten here in this Ecuador or there in Ecuador are, well, you have various typical or traditional dishes because you have three regions or three size, three spaces, important spaces. The first one could be the coast region, the other one, the Indian region, and the third one is the Amazon region. Some of the traditional dishes in the coast regions are, for example, everything with banana. In Spanish, we say it or we call it verde. So we make bolones, we make tigrillo, majado, etc. In the Andean region, you have several typical dishes too, as papas con cuero, jaguar locro, etc. Okay? In Ecuador are spoken several languages too, actually around 200 languages, but the principal ones are Spanish, Quechua, Safiki, Sachila, etc. The currency that is used here or there in Ecuador is the dollar. Okay, dollar is used since I don't remember well, but it since it's 95, since 90s. Well, since 90s. Uh, you have a lot of famous tourist attractions. For example, in beaches, you have a lot of beaches in the coast region. In the Indian region, you have mountains, volcanoes, and lakes. And in the Amazon region, you have another lakes, bigger, bigger lakes than here in the Andean region. And you have the jungle. Actually, the jungle is one of the most incredible things. You have a lot of kind of plants and a lot of kind of animals too. Okay. In souvenirs, well, you can find souvenirs, different kind of souvenirs in different regions too. Handicrafts are made in Ecuador, in the Andean region. Another kind of things like instruments. in the coast regions are made as the marimba, for example, maracas too. What else? That could be, okay? So that's my exposition, my quick exposition in oral way, okay? Esa es la exposición super rápida, okay? So you have to do it in that way, okay? Similar, but in another country. Think about another country. Search about this information and you're gonna show me the next class, okay, Alejandro and Jesse? The next class, we're gonna do the next class. But prepare yourselves, guys, you can do it, prepare yourselves. We're gonna do this reading now. And after that, we're gonna pass to the other activities, okay? So in the first part of this reading, we have to start the advertisements. What is an advertisement? Do you know what is an advertisement?
¿Dónde está?
What is that? Okay, advertisement is here, this word. Okay, advertisements.
It's synonym of the
Take it easy.
I forget.
Take it easy. You forget it, but well, take it easy.
Is
So what's up? What is our advertisement? Alejandro, do you know what is advertisements?
No.
What? No?
No.
it's a synonym of that to prevent.
Okay, could be.
Prevent.
The synonym of ad. You know what is an ad?
Is anuncios.
Perfect. That is in Spanish.
Yes.
We have to say in English. You know, that's the challenge. You have to express in English to the meanings. Advertisement is like an ad, like publicity. You know,
Yes.
when you
Yes.
add something, advertisement. Okay, that is a publicity. So how many types of toilets can you see at the museum? Look at this picture. Look at this picture here. This picture. How many toilets can you see here?
It's I look at the lot of toilets is historics.
Okay.
Historic toilets.
Okay, listen to my question. The question is how many types of toilets can you see? How many?
In my simple see
View. My simple view.
in my simple view are around 100.
100 toilets there. Alejandro, how many toilets can you see there?
20.
20.
Yes.
Okay, the picture could be, right? So now you can see quickly all this part, okay? All this part that I'm choosing, that I'm squaring. How many toilets can you see in that museum? How many toilets? Scan the reading. Hagan una visión rápida, chicos. Scan the reading. The first paragraph. How many toilets?
Oh, it's ahí dónde está. Oh, it's 100. 300.
300. 300. That's the number. 300 toilets. You can see it here, Alejandro.
Toilets.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to choose another color to have a better experience here. 300 toilets. Look at this. In that museum, you can see 300 toilets. Okay, cool. So now, the other one. Okay, the other. The next one in the part B, I want to know, the next question. When, look at the question. When were the underwater sculptures designed? When were designed? When were designed? You can see the information here quickly. When were designed? When were designed?
¿Cuándo debajo de las esculturas diseñadas?
When, guys? When? I'm asking when. So I want a date, that information.
Designed by Jason the Keyers Taylor in 2009.
That's the answer. Thank you, Jesse. That's the answer. In 2009. That's the answer. My question, the question here above, is when were the underwater sculptures designed? When were designed? They were designed in 2009. Okay, cool, very good. The last question. So look at the last question. How big is the world's smallest book? How big is the world's smallest book? So we're gonna check here. How big is the smallest one? The smallest book. How big is the smallest book? Here we have the answer. So check your answers here. How big is the smallest book?
The world's smallest book, it is only
Point.
6.6 millimeters in size.
Millimeters. Here you have the answers. So write your answers, please. Write the answers on your book. 0.6 or 0.6 millimeters in size. Could you imagine that? That book size is around a half of the centimeter. It's so small. Can you see that? It's so small. Well, we're gonna check this part. Okay, we're gonna read so quickly. I'm gonna choose one, and you're gonna choose one to read. So Alejandro, which one you want to read? A, B, or C?
B.
Alejandro, which one do you want to read? A, B, or C?
B.
B, okay. Jesse, A, B, or C?
C.
C, okay, so my turn is with the letter A. So in letter A, you have Sulaf International Museum of Toilets, New Delhi, India. Ever wondered about the story of toilets? Probably not, but visit the fascinating Sulaf Museum and see just how interesting they can be. Admire nearly 300 different toilets dating back to 2500 BCE. Some are beautifully decorated, one is made of solid gold, and there is an electric toilet that works without water. The star of the collection is a copy of the 16th century toilet. It was used by King Louis XIV of France. Sometimes, while speaking to this government, see drawings, photographs, and poems about toilets too. One photo shows a toilet that was used by an elephant. Okay. Do you have questions about the words here in the first paragraph? Guys, do you have questions about this first paragraph?
What is the use in the while speaking? I don't understand the use while speaking. I don't. I don't idea that use a while. I don't understand
Okay,
that this
tell me,
word.
Jesse, tell me in which line?
It's six.
Sixth line? Okay, sexta línea.
Six.
Okay.
In this line, read King Louis XIV or France sometimes will speaking.
Yeah, here we have, right? You know, do you know what is while, or you don't know the meaning, the translation to Spanish?
No, the using in the grammar. I don't understand that this word.
How you use this?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna use while when expressing a continuing action. You know, continuing action. For example, while I was walking, I found $10 bill. You know, while express a continuing action.
Okay.
For example, you are eating popcorn while you are seeing or watching a movie.
Ah,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
interesting, interesting, no
Hi.
interesting.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, who are you, Emily?
Fine, thanks. Sorry for
The
the
late.
time.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
take it easy. We are checking this, and you have to make your performance about the country. Did you do your homework?
Yes.
Perfect. So let me a minute. We are talking about this, and then we're gonna pass to your performance. So look at this. Here in this museum, you have a collection of toilets. You know what is a toilet, right? The toilet is a part of
Yes.
the bathroom where you go to do your things. Okay, so well, that's a museum. In India, Nueva Delhi, New Delhi, okay, you have this museum of the toilet. You have 300 different toilets from, sorry, since 2050 BCE. You know what is BCE? You know what is BCE? You know what is this acronym? Do you know what is
No.
BCE? It's before who? What do you think? Before Christ? You know, before Christ?
No.
You know what is, who is Christ or who was Christ? Jesus Christ? Do you know? No?
No,
Jesus? No? Jesse,
no,
you are not yet religious? Alejandro, are you religious? Alejandro,
No.
you're not religious. Jesse, are you religious?
mm, no,
No. Emily?
No.
No. Well, I'm not too, but you have to know who is Jesus Christ. Well, don't worry. We have our dates since Jesus Christ come to the earth. It's supposed to, you know. You have all the calendar, all the years, all the ages since Jesus Christ. That is the point of view. That is the turning point. Ese fue como el punto de cambio total. Cuando la época de Cristo, ¿no es cierto? Antes y después de Cristo. So you have before Christ and after Christ. Cuando ustedes tienen BC and AC. ¿De acuerdo? Tienen BCE, before Christ. Y también tenemos A, sorry, A, oh, what's up? Here we are. A, sorry, A, CE. Okay, and ACE could be after Christ. After Christ. Okay, that's the meaning of this acronyms. Right, so in this museum, guys, in this museum, you have different types of toilets. One of these toilets, the star of the collection, the most important toilet, was used by, was used by the King Louis the 14th. Louis the 14th, el Rey Luis XIV of France. Sometimes this person, sometimes this king was using this toilet while he was speaking to his government. He was sitting on his toilet while he was speaking to his government. Got it? Yeah, that is like, hey man, what's up with you? You're in the toilet. So don't do that. I don't want to talk with you while you're in a toilet. But well, that's the idea. Got it? Well, now we have the letter B. Letter B. Alejandro, it's your turn. Underwater Museum, Cancun, Mexico.
Join one of our unique
Unique,
unique tours and discover an amazing underwater world 27 feet below to the sea. Designed by Jason the Cares Taylor in 2009. It has over 450 sculptures. There are many sculptures.
They're good. Cool.
And they are made from natural materials and show are the nature existing.
Existing side by side.
Existing side by side. The silent evolution shows men, women, and children standing together.
Oh no.
Seabed.
Okay, look at this. The silent evolution shows men, women, and children standing together on the seabed. Okay, very good. Do it. They look
real. That you want to talk to them. There are also sculptures of a house and
life size
beetle car. The sculptures and covered in beautiful colors, and there are appearances or constantly changing.
Very good.
What does an incredible variety of fish swim in and out of them.
Swim in and out of them. Very good. So do you have questions about the second one, about the letter B, Underwater Museum, Cancun, Mexico?
Teacher, good afternoon.
Hey, Martin. Nice to listen to you. How are you?
So, teacher.
So why so? You have to be cool, happy.
I feel tired.
You are tired. Okay. It's completely valid. Very good.
I have a question, teacher.
Tell me.
What's the meaning of beetle car?
Beetle car. Have you ever seen the movie? Oh, I've forgotten. Larry, no es Larry. Harry, no es Harry. No, whatever. Beetle, it's a kind of German car. It's one of the most popular German car. In Spanish, in our country, in Ecuador, a beetle car is a chipirilo or a escarabajo. It's a beetle car. Well, actually, beetle is that insect. If I say beetle car, it's a car in a shape of that insect, escarabajo. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah, very good. Perfect. Another question?
Life size.
What?
Life size.
Oh, life size. This is
Uh,
the real size.
left of the video card.
Buenas tardes, ingeniero. Bien.
Good afternoon.
Excuse me, teacher.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Take it
Excuse me, teacher. Okay.
okay. Don't worry. Okay. So life size is the size of the real life. The real size. You know, it's a kind of a car. Okay. So here we have a pichirilo. It's a pichirilo of a little car. So here in this underwater museum, you have to dive, dive inside the sea. And 27 feet below the sea, you're gonna find 450 sculptures. This is, what? Is that with us? No?
No sé.
Well, I hope so. Well, in this museum, we have a performance, an exhibition about the silence evolution, about men, women, and children with all the sea life, the sea bed. Here we have the sea bed, talking about
Yes.
the animals you have there. Okay? So these sculptures are covered with beautiful corals, everywhere. So it's amazing. We're gonna pass to letter C, okay? So in letter C, we have micro miniature museum. This museum is in Kiev, Ukraine. This museum is in Kiev, Ukraine. So,
Yes.
Jessie,
Yes.
could you read, please?
Okay. Micro Miniature Museum Cube, Ukraine. A small really is beautiful in this museum of art with a difference. The exhibits created by the artist Nikolai Seidistry are at some tiny day can only be seen clearly with a microscope. Read the world's smallest book. It is only 0.6 millimeters in size, by contrast to web pages and poems and drawings. There is a chest set on the head of a pin on the world's smallest electric motor. It is 20 times smaller than a piece of sand. Look closely at the eye on a neatly and discover the 7 commas inside. Read the words long life piece. Not a paper, but writing on a human hair.
Okay, so here we have another kind of museum. We have a museum dedicated of a micro miniature things. So one correction, Jesse, it's not teeny, it's tiny. The word that I underlined, that is tiny, are so tiny they can only see by clearly with a microscope. Could you imagine that in an eye of a needle, you have 7 camels? That is the description of this photograph here you have here. You have an eye of a needle, el ojo de una aguja, and there you have
Yes.
7 camels. That sculptures are amazing. They are so crazy. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine the phrase long life peace, this phrase, but this phrase is written on a human hair, written on a human hair. It's too much. Could you take one of your hairs from your head and say, come on, there, you can write there? Seriously? That's too amazing. Okay, but well, tell me, do you have questions about the third one? About this micro miniature museum?
What is the mini tiny? Excuse me.
Tiny, so small, incredible small, tiny.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Like the Tiny Toons. Have you ever seen that cartoon? Looney Tunes and Tiny Toons? Bugs Bunny, Porky Pig. Yeah, have you ever seen that? Looney Tunes?
Yes.
Yeah, so the Tiny Toons are the same cartoons, but in the babies version. Babies,
Yes.
all of them are babies. So this is the tiny because they are smaller, Tiny Toons. dibujos más chiquitos, bebés, juego de palabras. Tiny, pequeñito. Okay,
Okay.
cool. So we're gonna complete the part B, okay? Yeah, before this one ends. Number one, something fascinating makes you feel very interested or angry.
Interested.
Very good. Something fascinating makes you feel very interesting. So choose it. We could have here interested, not angry, right? Because angry is when you feel like a bull, like you are so angry. I know. Interest is when you feel curiosity about a topic and you want to know more about it. Something fascinating means interest. Interesting. Number two, the start of a collection in the worst or best part. The start of a collection. What is the worst part or the best part?
Best part.
The
The
best.
best part is the start. You know, is the best part. You could say, I'm the star of my family. So you're
Mhm.
meaning you're the best part of your family, right? Number three, a unique thing is different from or the same as all others. Unique. What is unique?
Different.
Different
Different.
Different from.
Exactly.
Different.
Different
Different.
from. That is unique. Perfect. Four is if something is changing constantly, it's changing very little or all the time.
All the
All the
time.
time.
All the time. Very good. We are checking the meanings of the words in italics. Italics means cursiva, okay? So number
Okay.
five, an exhibit is an object that is on show or for sale.
And show.
Exhibit.
Show.
On show.
On
On
show,
show.
very good. We could say exhibition or exhibits, okay? Six,
Yes.
a needle is a metal object that is used for cutting or sewing.
What's the
Sitting.
meaning of sewing?
Doing.
Needle for
Okay, you're gonna choose one, cutting or sewing.
cutting.
Cutting, sewing. When you cut, you are separating two parts, but with a needle, you take two parts and put together, you know? Sewing is coser,
Ah, okay.
okay? And cut,
Es que como
cortar.
decías, okay, okay, okay.
Got it? Cool. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, teacher.
Hey. Well, we were we were talking about this. I'm sorry. The song went off and nothing. That was okay. So we're gonna pass to letter C. In letter C, we have to read the comments of three visitors to the museums, and we have to write the letters A, B, or C of the museum you think they visit. Okay. So number one says, I just don't know how he made such little things. Which one do you think? A, B, or C?
Sí.
C, perfect. So write it there. So write it there, please. Write it. Letter C. Number two.
Letter A.
Okay, letter A. I can't believe that an animal would use something like that. Yes, letter A. Because in the first one, the paragraph said that an elephant used one of their toilets, you know, one of their toilets.
Yeah.
And number three, I felt a little afraid about going down, but it was a great experience in the end. That is
B.
letter B.
B.
So could you imagine that is going down? It's diving, dive, 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 dive. I don't know if you know this verb, but it's dive. Okay, Martin is coming. Okay, Martin is coming. Get into, okay. So the verb is dive. No, dive, dive. So dive is when you go under the water. With equipment or without equipment, you dive. Te sumerges. Okay, diving. Got it? So tell me, which museum would you most like to visit? Which one you most like to visit? And why? Tell me, who wants to be first?
Me?
Okay, Martin, do it.
I'm interested for the museum from Ukraine
Yeah, why?
because their smaller forms or their smaller shapes or smaller brass in a lot of things. For example, that in the hair, no, the human hair, that is, they are written the brass. But for this reason, I interest to visit this museum.
Okay.
Museum.
Okay, it sounds cool. Very good. So, other one. Alejandro, Emily, Jesse, one of you.
Teacher, hello. Teacher, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, the question is, which museum would you most like to visit and why? Which one would you like to visit and why?
I would like to visit is underwater museum Cancun, Mexico.
Why?
Uh, uh,
Because?
in my
Or to find Nemo.
idea,
Okay, your
no,
idea.
in my idea, it's a wonderful visit this museum because I love it and found floral found and in the water and the sea and the and mm, and I teacher, what do you say
How do
when
you
the
say?
something uh, when the something it's in Spanish
Pizza.
teacher, I don't have idea. ¿Cómo se dice? Me llama la atención.
I'm interested in. I'm interested in. Estoy interesado en. Or I'm keen on. Keen on.
I'm interesting. I'm
Interest.
interested
No
is
interested. Interest. Jesse, interest with ed, not with interesting. ing. Ed. I'm interested.
okay. I'm interested the that these sculptures are made from natural materials. It's very beautiful.
Okay, very good. Let me check. Alejandro? Alejandro. No. Wait, Alejandro is not with us. Emily,
Yes, teacher.
could you tell me which one would you like the most?
Okay, I would like to go to the Micro Miniature Museum because I would like to see all the things in miniature.
Mm-hmm.
It will be very funny to see all the things in small.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see that, and it will be very interesting to take that trip and discover all of that.
Okay, very good. All of them, because you have different kind of sculptures. It's plural. Very good.
Okay.
Alejandro, are you there, Alejandro?
Yes.
Okay, tell me, Alejandro, which museum would you like most?
Um,
Would you most like to visit? Alejandro?
Teacher, I went to a museum, but I don't remember.
Okay, my question is which of these museums, A, B, or C, would you like to most visit? Alejandro, from this, A, B, or C, which one would you like most?
Um, I I can't believe mm, that an animal will use something like that.
Okay, no, Alejandro, listen to me. We are asking this question, these questions. Which museum would you like to visit? Of the museums in the first part, which one would you like to visit? Which one is interesting for you? Which museum? The Toilets Museum, the Underwater Museum, or the Miniature Museums? Which one would you like?
The toilet museum.
The toilet museum. Why? Why do you like to visit that? ¿Por qué? Why?
Yeah, for because it's a different of the museums.
Okay, it's a different museum.
It's a
Okay,
different.
very good. It's a different museum. Cool, very good. Okay, we're gonna pass to the other page, guys. We're gonna pass to the page 78. We're gonna pass to
And
78.
unity.
Unit number 12.
Okay.
Okay, unit number 12. So here we have to start with these things. You know, the first part, it's a long story. What does a long story mean?
A long story.
Yeah, what is a long story?
Mm,
For example, the legends.
For example, what?
Yeah,
It's a large text.
Okay, it's a large text.
mucho
Very
texto.
good. It's when this story spends a lot of time to be counted, to be told, you know, to be told, to be.
It's an expression for when you, for example, when I arrive late with the classes, I say it's a long story.
Okay, could be. Yeah, could be. It's a long story. I don't want to talk about it. Very good. It's a good example. Good, good, Martin. Very good. So well, now we have to talk about this first exercise. This first exercise. There we go. Okay. No, a little bit less. There is. Okay. So here we have in number one the snapshot. The snapshot is like vocabulary, you know. Here we have three stories of incredible coincidences. What is a coincidence?
No, the same characteristics, the same things.
No. What is a coincidence?
Oh, incredible coincidence.
No.
Because it's synonym and
No,
I forget my idea.
I forgot because it's in the
I
past. I
forgot.
forgot. Olvidé. I forgot, Maredia. Forget
um,
is in this moment. I forget. Yo olvido. I forgot. Olvidé mi idea. Okay? So, coincidence is a situation that happens with no intentions. It's like you're gonna go to the movie theater, to the cinema, you know, and when you go there, when you go to the cinema, on the door, on the movie, sitting on your chair, then you turn your head to the right and say, "That's my brother." Oh, damn, it's my brother. Something like this. It's a coincidence. We both come here, but not together with other people. That is a coincidence. It's a situation with no intention. Okay, incredible coincidence. Here we have two, and the first one it's gonna be read, but it's gonna be read by Emily. Emily, one day
yes. One day, the American novelist Anne
and
Parrish
Parrish.
Anne Parrish was in a bookstore in Paris, and she saw an old used copy of one of her favorite childhood books. Childhood books. When she opens it, she saw on the first page, and Parish 209 uh, in
Weber Street.
Webster Street, Colorado Springs. It was Anne's own book.
Could you imagine that? Imagine this person lost her book, you know? So then he saw the same book, and when she opened it, in the first page, she saw what she wrote. And she was doing this, you know, she wrote this, you know? This is the property, and Paris 209 and Weber Street, Colorado Springs. Okay, Actually, this book is her book, you know? Well, Martin, the second one.
Okay, a 10-year-old girl named Laura Buxton released a bunch of balloons into the air. She attached a note to the balloons that asked the person who found it to write back to her. A couple of weeks later, she received a reply. It was from another 10-year-old girl also named Laura Buxton, who lived 150 miles away.
Okay, that is
Okay.
another coincidence. This lady, this little kid, 10-year-old girl, Laura Buxton, you know, she released a bunch of balloons. You know what is a bunch of balloons?
Now, uh,
English, English. Be careful, be careful.
um, like I don't know how to say that. Uh,
You know what is a bunch of roses?
no.
No, a bunch of roses, it's a group of roses all together, all together. Imagine when a boy wants to declare his love to a lady and say, would you like to be my girlfriend? And this guy, and this guy goes with a bunch of roses. Now we have here a bunch of balloons. It's a group of balloons all together, and you have these balloons, and then you release. You release them, and everyone goes flying and go away into the air. Okay, that is a bunch of balloons, and this girl let them go. Let them let balloons go flying, you know? In each balloon, she attached she attached a note that asked about the person who found it to write back to her. So say, I found your balloon, your note. The coincidence is here. A couple of weeks later, she received a reply from a girl that her name was Laura Buxton too. And she is 10 years old too. But this lady lives 150 miles away. That is another consequence, It's like, imagine that teacher Pablito Chavez released some rats, rats, rats. Yeah. So I release some rats, and these rats come once with another note, and this note is from another Pablito Chavez. Hey, another Pablito Chavez answer me. Come on, that is a coincidence. Another person with my name and with my age. Could you imagine that? It's a coincidence. So you have some questions there below. Which of these stories do you think is more amazing? Which one is more amazing? The one of the one lady that found her own book, or the other person, the lady, the kid, the child of 10 years that released balloons, and they found a reply of another person with her name. What is most amazing? What is the more amazing?
For me, it's the first story.
The first
Then,
story.
yeah,
Why? It's more
uh,
difficult to believe.
because uh, because the book was right, um, a lot of time that maybe you born and you may find this book with your with your same name. It's so amazing for me
Okay,
because
very
it's
good.
like
That's a good point. That's a good point because the time of the two events, the coincidence between the coincidence, it's too much longer than the time of the girl with balloons. You know, that book was from Anne Parrish when she was a kid, and then when she was a writer, a novelist, she found the same book after years.
yeah.
In the other side, the other lady, the girl, the child, this child, um, she had a reply in a couple of weeks. It's not too much time. Got it? But the book, I guess it's more amazing, I guess. So tell me, have you ever had an experience that is hard to believe? Have you ever had an experience that is hard to believe?
Actually, no. I don't have experience.
No? Anyone?
But,
Emily?
No.
No? Jesse?
Mm, no.
No? Alejandro?
No.
Have you ever had an interesting experience? Well, an experience that is hard to believe?
Mm,
No? No, no, really. Your life is so boring. No, no, just kidding.
I don't know if
my
the
life is a
The
already
living.
room study,
Okay.
sleep, work, study,
But
sleep,
Sleep
work.
and live.
but
That's it.
you have never had a kind of a story in this way. For example,
okay.
in my case, yes, I had an
I
example. I had an example. Imagine that. Um, when I was at university studying architecture, I had some some subjects. One of these subjects was let me remember, um, building systems, sistemas constructivos. Okay, so when I'm studying that, one of the teachers of another subject, that subject was design, a workshop design, exactly, taller de diseño, okay? So that teacher actually was the cousin of one of my cousins, you know? So my cousin is from the side of my father, and my cousin has another cousin from the side of his mother. So could you imagine that is a cousin? It's like, I know you. And she was like, I know you too, but we never talked because she wasn't my teacher directly. But well, we were in the same side, in the same place, in the same part of the university. Got it? So it's like, whoa, I know you. And she was looking at me like, I know you. But maybe in my life, I have seen her twice or maybe three times in my life. So it's like similar, like I know you, but I don't know you. Then a couple of years, I guess. Yeah, 1 year, after 1 year or after 2 years, talking with my cousin, he was talking to me, and well, he's studying for an engineer, and we were talking about these kind of things, about design. And he told me that his cousin, she was teaching in Universidad Central. You know, it's like, yeah, for that I was knowing her, but I didn't recognize her, but I know her. That was a little coincidence, you know? Well, we're gonna continue. I'm gonna continue to number two, because if we won't continue, we won't advance here, and we have to. Okay, in number two we have perspectives, and the title is "What's next?" What's next? What is coming? You know what is coming? When you have a bad day, it's like, oh, come on, what's next? And then a dog come and bark you, ruff, 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 and then it's bad you. It's like, and say, no, what's next? You know?
What else can happen to me?
Yeah, why is happening this to me? Once I was working in the, I don't know, you know Amaguaña?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Around Amaguaña, well, before Amaguaña, I guess, there's an Air Force base, you know, an Air Force base of the Army.
Yes.
There, I was working teaching English to the pilots, okay? So
Oh.
once I was walking, because I was a little late, a little bit late, so I was walking in the street going to this base, and then was a group of dogs barking me. But well, I didn't take care about it. So it was like, okay, it's just a group of dogs. Then when I was walking, I passing through next to this group of dogs, and one of the biggest ones bite my leg. And I say, hey, what's up? Why did you bite me? Why me? What's next? It was incredible. When I returned to my home, I take my leg, and I had two holes, you know, two holes inside my skin, and I say like, ouch. I have a black skin for a couple of weeks. That was awful, completely awful. Black skin is like moretón, you know,
Yeah.
for 2 weeks. That's what's
Oh.
next? Number 2. We're gonna pass to number 2. Listen, you have to tell me.
Unit 12.
Perfect. We are listening. Okay, we have to listen what happening to these people and check the things you have happening to you. You're gonna check the things that happened to you. Okay? So listen.
It's a long story. Page 78. Exercise 2. Perspectives. What next? Part A. Listen to what happened to these people. Check the things that have happened to you.
I was having lunch when I spilled a cup of coffee on my clothes.
I was driving to the airport to pick up a friend, but I got a flat tire.
I was studying for an important test when the lights went out.
While I was walking down the street, I found a wallet with lots of money.
I was traveling in another country when I met an old school friend.
I was getting off a bus when I slipped and fell on the sidewalk.
While I was shopping one day, a celebrity walked into the store.
Okay, so tell me, at first, there's some sentence that maybe you don't know, you didn't understand, or everything is clear?
Everything is clear.
Everything is clear. Jesse?
Teacher, what is the meaning sidewalk?
Sidewalk is the part of the street that you can walk around. Okay, you can't go from the middle, by the middle of the street because a car comes and crashes you. It's like beep beep. So you you have a side. You have a side just for pedestrian. Okay, pedestrian means peatón. Okay, the side for pedestrians is the sidewalk. Got it?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Perfect. Another question maybe?
No.
Okay, perfect. So tell me, which ones happened to you?
And me?
Yeah, come on. Jesse, tell me, which one happened to you?
Okay. Just one on the thing.
Tell me one.
Okay, I was studying for the important test when the lights went out.
Oh, damn. It happened to me too. That's incredible, awful.
Yes.
Okay, Alejandro. Alejandro? Alejandro. Nope. No. Well,
He
maybe
doesn't sleep.
Oh, come on. No.
Se le fue el
Maybe
internet.
he has some troubles, yeah. Martin, tell me, which one happened to you?
The first, but not exactly that having lunch and the
It wasn't cup of coffee.
yeah. Actually was when I was to my girlfriend when we have our first salida.
Okay. When you went out, okay.
when we have our first out.
When you had your date, okay.
Okay, yeah. And we was gone to the store and we bought a lot of sodas and other things. 220p. And we go to the park and we have.
You went to the park. You went to the park?
Yeah, we went. Oh, hey, we went to the park and we have to talk about a lot of things. And in a moment, I feel so cold in my I don't know how to say it, in my ass.
Okay, could be.
And when I watched what happened, I see that was the soda, and obviously my girlfriend ex, when I may say.
Oh, come on! Now it's an ex.
Yeah, always she
Eggs, oh.
she
Very hugs for you.
yeah.
Don't be bad, girls. Don't be bad. Come on. Don't be
It's so
cruel.
embarrassing for me. I always
Okay.
remember this with a lot of happiness.
Okay, very good. So tell me, Emily.
The only thing that in this list that happened to me is I was studying for an important test when the lights went out.
Went out. Okay. So that's well, it's one of the most common things. Actually, when I was a kid around 8 years old or around 9 years old, maybe less. Well, around that age, uh, it was common that the lights went out every afternoon. It's like every afternoon all the week. It was like, come on, it's electricity. We have to have electricity. It's basic, but something happens. Alejandro,
Yes,
Alejandro,
yes.
tell me, Alejandro, which one
Uh,
of this happened to you? Which one of these happened to you?
I was studying for an important test when the lights went out.
Went out. Okay,
Went
yeah.
out.
I guess that's one of the most common things. you know? Yeah, something happens. Something happens. Well, guys, we have 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes. So what? So we have to do some things. At first, Emily is gonna perform her homework. Emily is gonna perform her homework, and I have to take a little thing about this part. Okay, so here we have in this grammar focus the past continuous versus the simple past. Okay, just this part. I will have to take this, and we were we were working in this past continuous versus simple past. The next week, I'm going to explain this so quickly. It's so quickly because you know how to do the past continuous, you know how to do the simple past, and now we have a versus. It's like a fight, In the same paragraph, in the same sentence, you're going to have these two tenses, these two times of the tense, okay? When you're going
Okay.
to use simple, when you're going to use continuous past. Okay, this is so simple. This is so simple, so easy. But we're gonna work with this the next week. Please, I'm gonna ask you, so the next week you have to be punctual at first. The second thing, you have to check your platform, because in the platform this week I'm gonna attach an extra homework about well, it's like a reading audio. It's a reading audio, reading listening activity. It's about a little story, and then you're gonna complete a PDF, and you're gonna upload the document. Okay, that's for this week. So tell me, Emily, I want to listen to you. Okay, teacher Santi, Santi, teacher Santi, teacher Santi. Okay, it doesn't matter. Just tell me. Now it's your intervention, Emily. It's your intervention.
Okay. Teacher, my homework, the speaking or the writing?
The speaking. Remember that the homework is to show us the country that you choose, but in an oral way. Okay, answering the questions in an oral way, not a writing.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to express. You have to do your oral lesson. Like the country that I chose is this one because this, and you answer the questions. Okay.
Ah, pero tengo, o sea, a ver, voy a hablar en español un rato ya. Es que ahí hay una actividad de clase que dice que tengo que tipo solo responder las preguntas y que adivinan. Solo digo yo, digamos, el país que escogí y todas las respuestas.
Yeah, it's like a paragraph. You don't have to read the questions.
Okay,
You don't have to read the question. Just answer in a paragraph. For example, the country that I chose is Ecuador. Ecuador is located in South America between Colombia and Peru. You can know that. It's not
okay.
answering the questions, but it's inside of the paragraph. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, do it, Emily. All
Okay.
of us are hearing you.
I choose the country Argentina. Is it located in South America? in this country eat more empanadas and use the language Spanish language. Your currency is the
My currency or Argentina's currency?
Argentina currency is the Argentine peso. Uh, a tourist famous attraction is Iguazu Falls, and you can find there the main link.
Okay.
And that's all.
Another one? Maybe not?
No.
Okay, thank you, Emily. Very good. It's a good performance. Very good. Martin, did you do your homework?
Martin died.
Teacher, sorry.
Tell me.
Yeah, I write a paragraph, but I do bad my homework. But the incorrect way.
No way. What did you do?
Just I write their location, like as with where is the so sorry where club like a pista. Just I write this and I don't answer the questions. I forgotten to write the questions.
Okay. Don't worry. For the
So
next week,
sorry.
okay, for the next week, you have to do it well, okay? So Jesse, Alejandro, and Martin, you have to do your homework for the next week. The next week you have to do. It's just a minute or maybe 2 minutes talking about a country, like Emily did it right now. So we have to do this part, okay? It's important. I want you to talk too much. My objective is that you have to talk. That's my objective. Okay, one thing, guys. You have to go to your platform, and there, now it's available the quiz 1 to the number 4. So you have to do these quizzes from number 1 to 2 and 3 to 4. Okay, now it's available in the platform. They are available 2 quizzes, quiz 1, 2, and 3 to 4. Got it? So you have to do this week these 2 quizzes. Got it?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, Emily, Alejandro?
Teacher, even when?
Tell me.
Even when do the quizzes?
When?
¿Hasta cuándo?
Until when? Until,
Okay.
I don't remember. Maybe it's until the next Sunday.
Okay.
You have time. You have all around 1 week to do that. Okay, it's not too much. Okay, so you can take your book and everything and check what you have to do for that quizzes if you don't remember the quizzes. You have 2 opportunities, you have 2 chances to do that quiz. The first one could be the practice, and the second one could be the scored one with a grade, with a mark, with a score. Okay, so another thing, you're gonna have a survey to your emails. This survey is about how you think is going this virtual way of teaching in the course. Okay, you're gonna find a survey. You know what is a survey?
Encuesta.
Encuesta, exactly. It's a group of questions to know how is this, how is going, okay, how is going this this form, this way of teaching, okay, of learning. This survey, it's gonna be in the platform too, guys. Sorry, this survey, it's gonna be in the platform too. So you have to do 3 things in the platform this week. The first one is the quizzes. Quiz 1 to 2, 3 to 4. Second one is the platform, the survey in the platform. Okay, and the third one could be the reading that I have to tell you. I have to touch there. Okay, guys? 3 things.
Teacher.
Go to the platform. Tell me.
Teacher, one question.
Tell me.
The tests cover all the subjects or single only one? one test have a lot of subjects
A lot of what?
or the test have all the subjects or single only one?
Chances.
Subjects.
Subjects.
Yes.
Subjects. I don't know what you mean.
En Spanish, I speak in Spanish.
Okay, tell me.
O sea, por ejemplo, la prueba tiene todos los temas, o sea, una sola prueba tiene todos los temas que hemos visto hasta
Okay,
hoy.
it's not a test, it's a quiz.
O-
It's a quiz. Just the quiz you 1 to 2, units 1 and 2. El quiz
Ok.
1-2, unidades 1-2. Quiz 3-4, unidades 3-4.
Sí.
Got it?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, okay. Eso, chicos.
Teacher,
¿Alguna cosa más? Tell me.
Yo, I have a problem to edit my profile with my email, with my Gmail.
Okay.
Say me, in order to change your email address, you are required to confirm your password. In each part, I confirm my